Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shutdoor or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 37 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today we are finishing up the wool farm. So as you can see, we've got 64 of basically every color wool but white. White doesn't have a limiter in it. These all have iron downgrades in it. I'm actually going to... I was thinking about taking it out, but I'm not 100% sure just yet because we actually do need to kind of finish up this whole thing where we're going to keep 64 of all wools but white on back order, and then the rest are actually going to be used for creating dyes, right? That's our end goal here. So what we're going to do is grab our hammer, and we're going to hammer out this area back here, and we're going to place a few machines and all of that jazz. So let's clear out this. And I just love how fast this is actually taking it out. Grab some stone here. Alrighty, so we can then place all the stone back. And we'll just cover up there. Alright. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now is we're going to grab our 5 machines we have here. Actually, I'm just going to set down the 4. This one was just for another purpose. And we'll place the flux point, and then we'll place all of the cables here. I just have elite, that is fine. Alright. And then let's grab an item cable. Alright, now we can grab an item cable. So just add cable. No, pipes, not cable. Add pipes. There we go. Make some more of these. That sounds about right. And then let's go for a couple of those. And I think for now, let's just grab... I might as well just grab the top tier. We only need 1. Alright, we can toss that, grab that, put the hammer away, and we'll extract into the front of these machines, which these will need to be rotated. Alrighty. And then we can just do here, right side input, here, right side input, output, input, enable. Alright, and then we'll go down here, we'll go here, and then we'll also need to... So we'll need to do a few things here, and this is not going to look that pretty. I think one of the things we can do to make this look a little bit better is run... So we need a cable to be here. So we'll go boom, boom, disconnect, boom, boom, boom. Right? And then we'll go... Let's see. Actually, I guess we could do it a little bit better. Here, let's grab some entangled blocks. I think we only need 2, I think. So we'd say here and here, we grab the entangled binder, which, let me see if I can find it here, right here. All right, we'll bind this drawer here. We'll bind this controller here. We'll put pipes, and we'll say output. Okay, why is that doing that? Is there a way to disable JEI? I thought there was. Not 100% sure how that's broke, but it is. See if I put down a machine. Okay. Not 100% sure why that's happening. Alright, is there a button to disable JEI? Oop, didn't mean to press more buttons. Control O. Okay, we'll just do that for a second here. And we'll put output on the top, output on the top, output, and output. And then we'll need to just hit this with the wrench, and that should be working. All right, let's grab some app pipes. Now let's go for just 4 of these gold ones. That shouldn't be too bad. All right. And then, of course, we want to grab our components. And then the 4th one is in here. We'll just take this out. We'll plop this in there. And then we got our flux linkage amplifiers. All right. And this will basically process all of that, which is awesome. I think one of these is probably missing 3. Or did I just have way too many? I just had way too many. That's fine. But you can see that's cleared out now. And we should see quite a bit of white wool, right? And quite a bit of different dyes. Of course, this isn't going to be the most efficient, but honestly, I'm not too concerned about efficiency with this system. I'm concerned more about just getting the dyes, right? I don't think I really care too much about the wools. I won't be using the dyes a whole lot, really. This is kind of more of a system where we'll get some. We'll need to use it every once in a while. If we need more, we can definitely, of course, get more. But having this back stock of wools that if we need to, we can just grab a stack and get rid of it using, the machines behind here and all that jazz. All right, so let's grab a void upgrade here. There we go. So at 2,000 white wool, we will void everything. That sounds good to me. Another thing that I was thinking about is if we hit 2,000, I think if we hit 1,500 on this wool, so let's grab some inventory checkers, right? So here's what I was thinking. If we actually grab an inventory checker and we say put one down here, and we have, oh, well, white dye is not going to get one, right? White dye is a bit of a different situation. All right, I really need to grab my screwdriver thing. Actually, no, the crescent hammer works, right? Just do this. Okay. So we'll do black, we'll do gray, light blue, and let's just kind of test this out, right? Alrighty, so let's go grab these 3 dyes that we're looking at. So light blue, gray, black. All right, light blue, and we'll say 1,500. And then here was gray. And actually, this one was wrong. This is black. This was gray, 1,500. 1,500 for black. No, light blue. Might get it right. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take our Redstone Receivers, I believe. Let me see. Redstone Transmitters. Put this down. Okay. Okay, we're going to say black. Black dye. All right, then we need our transmitter. I'm pretty sure there's a way to change the frequency of these. By like manual. Yeah, just reset channel. Okay. So black dye, and then we'll grab a redstone receiver. Right click this here, and I believe what I want to try and do here, and I'm not sure if I can do this, we're going to check, is for black dye, so this machine right here, I want to disable this deployer. I'm not sure how you go about disabling a deployer, and create. I could use a clutch. That's 100% an option. If I need to, I will. All right. So we'll go here. Okay, so that won't disable it. Would this disable the funnel? Okay, it would, but it wouldn't solve our problems. Alrighty. So a clutch it is. So a clutch, which I've used off camera before. Let's press Control O so we can get this back open and look up at create clutch. Basically, this is a shaft that responds to redstone signal. Okay? So if I don't want this running, right, I could just say, hey, please stop whenever a redstone signal is applied. All right? And that's that. That is our system. Alrighty. So now what we can do here is we could say, hey, put a cobblestone block here, put a redstone receiver here, rotate this, and this will disable this whole black die system whenever the black die is full, right? Because the dies, if the die is full, it means the wool chest is full, or the wool drawer is full, and the die black drawer is full. That's the concept. All right. So if we actually come back over here and we look for the black die again and we say, hey, I only want 15, right? This should just disable it. We should be able to go back outside real quick here. And you can see that the black one is disabled. This will save durability and kind of just make this stop, I could set it to where, like, if all of these are detected, it just disables the main gears, the main electric motors, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to do it a single piece at a time. And I'm probably going to do this a little bit later anyway, because this is just kind of something I can do off camera. It's not going to affect it if I don't do it immediately, kind of thing. So let's go turn back on the black die one. All right, should be turned back on. And yeah, so that's kind of the system we're going to figure out, in a little while here. I'm kind of going to step away from the die system. We have it in place. Everything's working. It's going to take some time to backlog anyway. I'm not too concerned about stepping away from it. Alrighty. What to do now, right? We have a lot of things that need to be done around the base. And there's really a lot of things that we could do just in general. I think one of the things that I do want to really start looking at is what we need to improve to make things a little bit better. What materials do we not have? I know emeralds is an issue, which I still need to make the mob farm for it. I know power is going to become an issue sooner or later. I haven't really checked in on that. Let's actually go look at that real quick. All right. So this system has been, continuously going. You can see one of our nether storage generators is pulling power. Yeah, we're pulling power out of this constantly. I don't know if that's really a good thing. Probably not. Yeah, because you can see we're dipping left and right there. A while ago, this actually did stop working. I'm not 100% sure what happened with it. That's why the platform's gone. It's because these wither guys are in here. But it's still making ether gas, just very, very slowly now. Not 100% sure what happened. I guess at one point the whole system seized up and it stopped functioning. So that's something to think about. But yeah, all of these are basically full. I mean, they're not going anywhere. So I'm not sure what we'll want to do about that in the future. There's going to be something that we need to do about that. I mean, we've got extreme reactors. We've got quite a bit of options in the way of different mods to use now. I know blood magic is in the pact. I know there's, a few things being added left and right. I believe we actually just got another update between last episode and this one. I don't really know what's changed or what's been added. Let's see. I think things have just kind of been updated and removed, I believe. That soap. Not 100% sure what soap does. Got flax seeds, flax. Hmm. So I've wanted to look at this Mao Sukai mod. I'm not 100% sure. I probably just butchered that. But there is a lot of interesting things to look at with this mod. I saw this mod quite a while ago because I saw one of these like weird looking swords in the JEI interface, and I kind of just want to look at what this offers. I'm not 100% sure what this really offers in the way of abilities or anything. I've never really messed with it. I've never really even heard of it. I think I may have like seen it once or twice in passing. Um, but I was reading this book, and basically it said that I should stab myself and then press M, which is not going to work because that is the map key. So let's go draw. We'll go this. Maybe. Okay. That means we now have mana bar, which is on the top left. I don't know what we do with that. I just broke it. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Anyway. Alright, so there's that. So in here it basically tells you the keybind to press. Yeah, so we've got the mana bar, right? Using mana increases your maximum mana, so basically you gain more over time. Tells you how to regenerate it, keep hunger up, and keep sleeping. So we need a blood circle, a cloth, and 3 powdered crystal, or catalyst, not crystals. If the recipe is for a scroll, you'd put the cloth down first and then draw a blood circle on top. Otherwise, simply put the circle on the floor, take your powdered catalyst, and right-click the circle to add them. If you craft an attuner with a diamond or emerald, you can get a attuned gem. These gems will store mana for you. If you right-click while holding the gem, spells and will automatically draw from any gems on your person. Okay, so here's the catalyst. Okay, so we need a hammer or a mortar and pestle to smash these into dust. Um, Boundaries, displacement, projection, exchange, mystic, intelligence, mystic eyes. Spells deal with weapon exchange, usually invoke a trade or some sort, often to refund mana. So you can be seen by a mystic eye of face sight. So I'm seeing a whole bunch of talking about it, but I'm not sure what this actually entails. So here's all the spells we can do. All right. I mean, there's quite a bit of stuff, but I'm just like, this is a lot of stuff to look at. So here's like the replica. Huh. And I mean, this is the kind of like weapons and stuff that we're looking at. Um, Different staffs, rule breaker. Hmm. I think this mod's interesting. I just think that they put way too much information into a book. So I don't know what we'd really want out of this whole thing. I mean, here's like strengthening. Hmm. Like damage absorption. So I think maybe this might be something to look at later. Like I'm gonna have to read through this. There's a lot to it. Maybe look up some information online to kind of see what other people are doing with this mod. Because, I mean, in all honesty, that is a lot. So I'm gonna put this stuff away. Actually, not this book. This book is actually a different book. It's the Eccentric Tome, and I'm pretty sure I have the two books that are in my inventory. We can toss these in here. The Eccentric Tome has been removed, so that's a thing. Alrighty, but that was, it's kind of going to be something interesting to look at. I just think there's a lot of information that I need to be able to look at to actually get into it. Unlike, Blood Magic, where there's like visualizations and quite a bit of information available, that one is just a lot of reading, and I wasn't really expecting that. Alright, so after looking for a little while, I think I figured out what I want to get into here. And I think that is going to be RFTools Dimensions. I haven't touched this mod. I said I was going to a while ago. I think we have enough power to actually get this going. So first off, we're going to build a dimension builder. We're going to make a dimension editor. I really should just go grab some blue dye. Let me go do that real quick. I don't have this stuff linked to my system yet, by the way. 622 will be fine. I honestly, I've kind of been sitting here looking at what I want to do with this mod pack. I mean, there's so much, and that's what makes it difficult. I was looking at Forbidden Arcanist and Arcanist, and I just didn't really see a whole lot that I wanted to mess with it, because especially there's no book, there's nothing. Like you have to kind of figure it out from other people, figure it out from their kind of wiki. It's kind of weird. Let's turn off F3H here. F3H. There we go. I turned on the chunk borders on accident. Let's also quickly make a phase field generator while we're here. Might as well let that charge up in my inventory, or at least it should. All right, so Inscriber. Let's go for empty dimlets. Let's go for crafting table. I'm not 100% sure what I fully need. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Call it a day. 1, 2. Machine frame. Let's grab a couple of those. Some more empty dimlets. Right. Knowledge holder. This will actually be useful. I know that for a fact. At least I think I know that. Honestly, things have changed. Who knows what I know anymore, right? Let's also grab... we might as well grab a researcher. I don't think it'll be too bad. JEI looks like it's having some issues since I updated. Hopefully it doesn't have too many more. I'm not sure where we're going to put this stuff. I think we have an entire area we could set this in that we aren't currently using, which is this whole area. I will need to grab a flux point real quick, because I actually don't have one in this dimension. I don't have actually a network, transmitter, receiver, and wireless, all that. Let me get that set up and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So we are going to look at this whole RFTools Dimensions. Of course, all of my actual things are back in the overworld, all the dimlets. So we're going to have to kind of figure out that. That should be fine. I'm not too worried. Let's just take this, just branch this. We'll go knowledge holder. We'll open this. right? If we look at knowledge, we should just be able to just take this, throw this in here. It's basically like a drawer for knowledge. Not 100% sure what this is anymore. So if we throw knowledge in here, we actually will have research, I guess. Not 100% sure, but you can see that we're researching something. So if we actually do legendaries, let's see. Let's take this out before it completes. Let's turn these to legendaries. I'm just kind of curious. Alrighty, so there's the researcher. We've got the Dimlet workbench, which I'm pretty sure we actually make the Dimlets with. We have the Inscriber, which is putting all your Dimlets in here with your empty world Dimlet, I believe. Or I don't know what it's actually called. Here, hold on. At dimension. Empty dimension tab. That's probably what we need. Right? This will go in the bottom slot here. We put all of our world stuff in here. We name it. And we then can store all of that. And then this will be... I have no idea. I don't know what this is. Okay. So basically we can just put this old Dimlet in here, change it as we want by adding things. All right. And this is the dimension builder. We put that in there to actually be transferred. All but dirt. Oh, so this can be used in a knowledge holder to help create Dimlets. Let's take this out. So we've got a bedrock Dimlet. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. So I think what we want to do is go back home and look at our Dimlets and see what we actually could use for this. I think we'll also need like a dialer, I believe. Let's look up dialing device. And then we'll also want a matter transmitter. We will grab this. We'll actually grab another one of these. And then I think we're good. Let's see. I thought there was like a booster. Yeah, matter booster. I think this is what I'm looking at. I don't remember what it does, but I think I remember that. We'll also grab another flux point. I'm grabbing all these random things, and it'll all make sense in a minute here. I want to make sure that we don't get lost in this dimension. We have the advanced charge porter as well, this thing, so we can actually teleport out of there. But I want to see what we have. So I know we have a whole bunch of blocks, right? Like block of redstone, tons and tons of stuff. Forge ores, that's an interesting one. 10 ore. Whole bunch of stuff here, huh? Let me look and see what things that I would want to pull out of here and actually use. Alrighty, so I think I've got the Dimlets that I want to look at as of current. I'm not going to show you them because we're actually going to go back to this dimension. We're going to see, I don't think we'll be able to actually dial the dimension inside this dimension. That might be an issue. We'll figure it out if it is. Alright, so we have the matter receiver, matter transmitter, dialing device. Let's grab this. Let's place this down here, dialing device. And yeah, all right. So how do we do this? Well, we're going to toss in block, 2 block dimlets, 2 feature dimlets. I think we might only need 1. And a biome category. So we've got mushroom, cubes, block of Invar, graphite, block. All right. We're going to name this test 1. And I don't think it's going to let me extract. What did I do wrong? It's not telling me what I've done wrong. It says okay. Oh, so here we go. So let's just do test 1. Oh, so I can only have lowercase. That makes sense. Test 1 underscore 1 store. And then we'll take this tablet. We will throw it in here. We will then be able to, hopefully, after this is generated, see this in the actual. Okay. Test 1. Dial. Are we ready for this? Because I'm not. Let's set this down real quick. Turn it to power. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. All right, this is looking rough. I don't think this gave us what we wanted. Not at all. We have a common blob. And if you don't know what these creatures are, they actually drop common dimensional essence or, whatever tier. And you can, of course, make different modules with those. But I think we will retreat out of here. We'll just go home. Right? That was an interesting test. It failed, but it was an interesting test, and I'm actually missing the teleporter back. All right, so let's try to figure out what failed here. I'm not sure, but let's look. Pull this out. We'll throw this back in here. We'll click extract. Let's pull this, this, and this. We'll click store. We'll do test 2, store, pull this out. There we go. Let this build. And we're going to interrupt the dial, which will turn this off. I don't remember what the matter booster does. I'll need to look into that again. Test 2, dial. Let's grab our advanced charge porter. Go for it. Okay, again, not seeing what we are looking for. Kind of looks the exact same. All right, let me teleport back. Not 100% sure what's happening here. Not sure at all. I thought this should guarantee it, but if it doesn't, oh well. Let me go down here real quick. Let's go look at this. So if I come down here, I mean, we have tons and tons of these things, right? Do a void. I mean, we could grab spheres. Might be interesting. If this would actually work. You see, you got like tons of weird stuff. Like a fluid dimlet. Let's see what happens. There was a liquid cube. I don't know. If this doesn't work, I mean, I'll definitely have to look into it a little bit more off camera. Let's see here. And this is a ton of power still, by the way. Because once you're in the dimension, it actually still draws power. Let's go here. Let's go extract. Let's throw in... use this dimlet. Yeah. Okay, so we'll throw in a void. We'll throw in a sphere. We'll throw in a block of Invar again. Fluid dimlet. Liquid cubes. And we'll try this. We'll do test 3. Store. Extract. Nope, store. I didn't mean to do that. We'll wait for the world to build. And hopefully this will be something. Alrighty, we're almost there. Test 3. Dial. We'll see what we have. Alright, so I'm seeing stone spheres. I'm seeing cubes with blocks of Envar and graphite blocks. It's kind of weird that we're seeing like stone. Okay, so we've got water. Oh, this is a solid sphere. Okay, so this did partially work. Partially. Because I'm seeing water spheres. Which is not what I was hoping for. Alright, let's hop, skip, and jump back. Alrighty, so I've regenerated the world, this time with just the graphite spheres and the other one, and this is legitimately just massive spheres of just graphite and Invar. This is pretty cool. There is something else with these dimensions, by the way. Something I haven't talked about, and I'm trying to see if I can find one. Let's see. Let's go out this direction here. Of course, this dimension is raining. Who cares? Right here. This thing right here. These will generate in these dimensions. And the cool thing about these is they have a chest. And then in this chest, you can see there are different dimlets. Of course, I'm not going to really grab these. I don't really need them that much. I can just turn on the Enderman farm and go to town. Unless I find one that I really am interested in, such as like diamond blocks or something. They're all over this dimension. Any dimension you generate. So just keep that in mind. And we could get a query in here. We could take out like a sphere or two with Invar and graphite. The biggest thing with graphite is it's an extreme reactors thing. So if I actually pick up a block here, this is one of the base crafting components for the extreme reactors mod. And so that'll be something to look at in the future. But I think for now, we're going to hop, skip, and jump back over to the overworld. I'm going to turn off this dimension, which we can do so we don't waste power. And all we do is just this. And of course, it's basically off now. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.